Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do a super simple scalloped edge on a granny square. So I was asked the question by a nice lady on Facebook. She said that she struggled sometimes seeing the edge of the work, and I imagine that's the case for a lot of people. You know, it's not always easy to see, even if you can see quite well. You know, sometimes you're using dark yarn, you know, you don't have the best lighting, all those sorts of things, but you still want to do your favourite craft and you still want to finish it off in a nice way. So I came up with this quick kind of method of doing a nice scalloped edge, and just by following these nice big gaps. So there's no kind of doing a round of singles or doubles to start off with. It's literally just working straight into the gaps, and I think it looks really cute. So I hope you do too, and I shall get on and show you how to do this. Super simple, super quick, and actually looks really pretty. So we're going to start in the corner, and I've attached my yarn to my hook. Obviously I'm, you know, not really kind of going for the prettiest look here. I just want something to show up. And again, we want this to be a nice simple granny square border. Okay, so I've just attached my yarn there with a nice little slip stitch, and I find that that helps when you're sewing in ends and for any kind of attaching a colour into a space like that. I just find, for me, it kind of makes it neater and stronger and less likely to unravel, which is, you know, ideal. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 chains to replace my first treble. So remember, I'm British and I'm using British terminology, so I call that a treble, but you may know this as a double crochet. So I'm going to continue doing some trebles into that corner, and what I'm looking for is to have 7 trebles altogether. Again, you might know that as a double crochet. So there's my first one, which is my 3 chains, and there's my second one. So I'm going to do 4 to start off with, because I want to end my coming round in the middle of this corner. So I've got 4, and then once I've worked all the way around, I'll just finish it off by doing 3 more into that space. So what we're looking for now is, if you've done your granny square with 3s, as groups of 3s, and some people do groups of 4s, it's entirely up to you. If you do a group of 4, that's fine, no problem. You can just go in between those middle stitches, so you'd have to imagine that there was 2 this side and 2 this side, so you could just go into the middle there and work this next stitch. But because I've got groups of 3s, I'm actually just going to do a slip stitch into that middle treble. So the slip stitch is just grabbing the yarn and pulling it through the loop, and then that brings that down as a nice sort of half scallop so far. Okay, so now I am literally just going to work into that next space there. I'm going to do 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Again, this number that you do into these gaps is entirely up to you. What I would say is stick with a odd number, and because I think that gives it a better look. That's my personal taste. If you want to do evens, you go ahead, but I do find that working an odd number gives you a better shape. And then I'm literally just now going to do a slip stitch into that second treble of that group of 3, and there we go. You get this kind of nice gentle scalloped edge. Super simple. If you've struggled with kind of making an edge, you know, because I've shown in my, like I said, mentioned before, in my tea cozy video, I do an edge round it first in double crochets, which you may know as singles, and then I work the scallop edge into. But if that is too much for you, if you have trouble seeing, you know, you don't have to do that. You can do this. I think, like I've said before, it's whatever works for you. Now I'm just going to head into that next space there and doing 3 trebles, and then again doing a slip stitch into my second treble from that group below, and I'm just going to work my way up to this corner doing the same thing, because I want to show you what I do at the corner. There we go, and then 1 slip stitch into that second treble there. And I do think that looks really rather pretty, actually. I don't mind saying so myself. But yeah, I do like that. I like that look. And now what I'm going to do into this corner one is I want to do 7 trebles. Again, using that method of having odd numbers. You could do 5, but I just think it will give it a nice fuller look. But again, entirely up to you. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, one more, 7. Okay, so just going to put a slip stitch into that second treble along. There we go. I have gone all the way around now, and I just want to show you how I finish off that corner. So we did 4 to start off with, and each of the other corners I've done 7. So 7, and I'm just going to do 1, 2 and 3 to make up that 7. Oh, my ends are getting in the way there. How disgraceful that I haven't sewn them in. No crochet would ever leave sewing their ends into the end, would they? No, they do them all as they go. No, not me. Okay, so just do a slip stitch into that third chain that we did at the beginning to replace the treble, and there we go. I have done a complete round. So I'll just fasten that off. Oops, let me just bash the camera there, and there we go. So I'll just deal with those ends and I shall quickly come back. So there we go. I have finished that all the way around now, sewn in my ends, and I have to say I really like this. It's so simple. It's a great look, and you know what it's like when you get to the end of a project, you think, oh, now I've got to do a border. Well, actually this was kind of really quick. I really liked it. I like the effect. So yes, there we go. I hope you find it helpful. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up to this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments box down below. Again, like I've said before, I'm going to leave links up here and in the description box underneath this video where it says click more. If you click more, see more, I think it says. If you click see more, then you get to see more. Okay, if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be notified of when my next video has been uploaded. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!